let's also tell you Israel has for the first time confirmed that it was behind the operation in September to detonate hundreds of pagers used by Hezbollah in Lebanon. Now, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu accepted that he had okayed the pager attacks in Lebanon, which had killed nearly 40 and wounded 3,000 Iran-backed Hezbollah members in September. Now, some of the Hezbollah members who were injured reportedly lost their fingers, while some lost their eyesight. Hezbollah had called the blast an Israeli breach of its communications network and vowed to avenge the attack. Taking that straight across back to Srinjoy, who continues to stay with us. Srinjoy, this is a big admission, but more so with what we saw with that incident. How are you looking at the impact of what this statement really means?
Well, everyone knows that Israel was probably behind it. Though Israel, when this happened, Israel did not take responsibility for it. It just stayed silent. Now, all these months later, Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli prime minister, has admitted that yes, we were responsible for it. It was, from the Israeli point of view, a very huge operation, a very successful operation, because they were fighting the Hezbollah and they had targeted the major leaders by putting explosives in their pagers. How they did it, in what way this was done, in what where the opportunity occurred, we do not know. Netanyahu hasn't spoken about it. It was basically about putting explosives, tiny amount of explosives in these pagers. Now, when was this done? If you're going to do it in several hundred pagers, then you would need the opportunity to do it. You would need the time to do it. You would need the skill to do it. And Netanyahu, whoever did it, it was felt at that time had those opportunities, and it was widely believed that the Israelis were responsible for it. But now, all these months later, the Prime Minister of Israel has admitted, yes, his country was responsible for it, and it gave the Israelis in its war against the Hezbollah quite an advantage.
Right, Srinjoy. Thank you very much for joining us here this morning and helping us better understand what that means, and significantly two developments that has transpired. But for the moment, we leave the conversation at that.